Who can beat Hamzat Chimaev? Eastern European fighters taking over and dominating the UFC. And UFC Fight Night is on the brink of happening. So much to talk about. Jamie is not happy. Luke's here as well. I'm happy by what you guys are saying in the comments. Sit back, relax, come back, catch up. Let's talk about it. Yes, people, hope you're well. Welcome back to Combat Catch Up with the two legends, Luke Tanner and Jamie Phillips. Go and subscribe to their channels, links in the description. I would ask how you're both doing, but Jamie, let's just get straight into it, bro. Why are you unhappy with the result of the main event at UFC 319?
I just look. I'm going to say it right now. I actually like Hamza. Yeah, I actually like him. I think he's a cool guy. Right. He's a cool guy. He's going to be a superstar, but he's boring as shit. And that's just how I feel. It's just how I feel. I just think I watched because not many people know this. I was talking to Cal yesterday. I ain't watched the main event yet. Yeah. Cal gave me a little smile, which I knew he knew. So that little smile meant James going to hate this main event. And so I watched it last night.
I could have been a fly on the wall when you
sitting here. I was actually pumped for it because I love DDP. I do like Hamza. I love his personality, right? And I think he's going to be a superstar. So this is a big main event. They touch gloves. I'm ready for it. I'm sitting here, actually. I'm quite chilled. Watch it, waiting for this fight. Takedown. Straight away. Dick riding.
I mean, he moved into crucifix.
Yeah, it's just... The one thing I like about Hamza, he does try and finish people on the ground, unlike some people, could be. But there's he does try and finish people on the ground. The fact that DDP put his finger in his ass and it still didn't work. By the way, DDP must have been watching me when I said this, right? Because I said it live on this show. I'm biting a testicle and I'm fingering a man's ass, right? That is what if that was the case. But yeah, I think Hamza is a worthy champion. I think he's going to be a very good champion. He's just not my cup of tea, and I think that's fine. As a fighter, I don't think he gets beaten. I think he only vacates the title when he decides he's had enough.
Oh, interesting. Luke, we watched the main event live in the watch.
I've watched it again since. I watched it again with commentary.
All right, I might be in the minority, and Jamie, I'm not even going to make eye contact with the camera just in case you kill me through the screen. I thought it was a brilliant performance.
You know what? I thought the same.
It was a fantastic performance. The same. It was one of the best title performances I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was one of the most.
It's just not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Yeah.
The thing is, Jay, I do completely agree with you. Like, Hamza has been known to sort of finish his opponents, but we saw in the brief moments where they were standing, DDP did have the better of him, so I could sort of understand why he just went straight.
He strengths. Yeah,
went straight to the wrestling. The only thing that I was slightly disappointed with was the amount of time that he wasn't really trying to finish him, sort of thing. Because I have to say, whoever DDP's wrestling coach is, sack him straight away. So I thought he's given up position
hold that
way
thought,
too
Luke.
easily.
I think he has, Sonny. I think he has.
Have you guys seen the interview with Drake as his coach? I think it might have been on Submission Radio.
No, I did see Usman and Cejudo talking about it.
I'm not going to play it because I don't know if I get copyrighted. That coach, man, all he kept on saying is the referee should have stood them up, and the referee ruined the fight. And
no, Mark Goddard.
For me, they went into this fight with a really bad arrogance in the sense of they thought I can't be taken down by Hamzat, which I don't know why you'd think that when he takes everyone down anyway. Like he's taken Usman down. Who shoots and takes down Usman?
Yeah.
If
No
you
one.
can take Usman down, you can take down DDP. The problem for me was DDP never stopped trying, but it looked as though he didn't know what to do. And I think there's a big difference between knowing what to do and not trying, and trying and not knowing what to do. And I think that's where I always give credit to DDP, because he could have given up there. He could have put himself in a position where he got choked out or whatever. He kept on fighting to the very last second of the fight. But the fact that they had been preparing for Hamzat for such a long time and they could not do anything to stop anything he was doing is concerning. Hold on. Is Newcastle come out with a statement?
Hold up. I'm going to find the statement now. And I'm going to
Sorry, I know this is an MMA show, guys, but obviously, we're all Liverpool supporters.
Newcastle. We want to keep our best players, but we also understand players have their wishes and we listen to their views. As explained to Alex and his representatives, we must take into consideration the best interests of Newcastle United, the team and our supporters in all decisions, and we've made it clear that the conditions of the sale this summer have not transpired. We do not foresee those conditions being met.
Yeah,
they're a pathetically run football club. So basically what they've just done is they've told Isaac, we don't care about your feelings, my friend, because you've got a contract and that's all we care about.
We'll see.
Your feelings don't matter. What a scumbag ownership. Awful owners.
Sorry. And then there's one last bit. This is a proud football club with proud traditions, and we strive to retain our family feel. Alex remains as part of our family and will be you'll be waiting a fucking long time because he ain't coming back.
They're just trying to save face. They're trying to save face.
And then I think this is where, if I'm Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes, FSG, Richard, you make sure you're at St. James's Park on Monday night. We're going to wrap this deal up. This is the encouragement they've needed to sort of go.
Apparently, Isaac's contract is for the next 3 years is worth 18.7 million.
That's light work.
That's hard, and no wonder he wants a new contract. That's only after 3 years. He should be making that a year.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's even more of it. Jesus Christ. We are disappointed to have been alerted to a social media post by Alexander Isaac this evening. We are clear in the response that Alex remains under contract and that no commitment has ever been made by a club official that Alex can leave Newcastle United this summer. And then and then it's the rest of what I've just said, basically.
Maybe they don't sell him. Maybe he still leaves, though. Newcastle played this all wrong. Silly Newcastle. We'll be fine. I still think we get him, boys.
And Asim literally has just tweeted, the story hasn't ended. And I trust him. And then even I put Netflix couldn't write this script.
It's not actually strong. The thing is, reading that statement, I'm just reading that statement as you read it out as well. They're not actually against selling. They're not actually against selling him. Yeah, they're not actually against selling him.
Yeah, the Newcastle fans. Get comfy, Alex, lads. You've made your bed, lie in it, and grovel like a coward. Some put saying Liverpool fans are generally in real life are sound, but never had a bad experience. Social media Liverpool fans are a different breed, though.
Yeah, same Newcastle fans holding a man hostage, eh?
Let's get back to UFC, boys.
Yeah,
let's get back to it, man.
Jay, you don't think anyone beats Hamzat?
Not a
middleweight. You agree with that? Middleweight, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I do think we'll get fights that are going to give a better showing. Because I don't know whether or not you guys listen to Usman and Cejudo's podcast, and they were talking about like the wrestling.
I don't listen to Henry
in the camp. And like Hamzat had like an experienced Division 1 American wrestler in the camp for this fight, and DDP didn't have that.
I
Because he
think
was arrogant about it. They didn't want it. They could have had it.
I think Usman's the closest one who can beat him, but I don't think he will.
Nah, you know
I
what?
agree with that.
What,
I tell you, there's someone
85?
else. There's someone else, guys.
There's two people.
The Riddler.
Yeah, yeah. The Ridder's one.
And Anthony Fluffy Hernandez.
Fluffy Hernandez is the other one.
I think he just takes them down the stick rides them for 5
Are we
rounds.
going to talk about him wanting to make a turnaround at UFC 321 in Abu Dhabi? Co-main event?
He does. I mean, I don't know who Bahalio and Imavov won't be able to turn around that quickly, in my opinion.
No, and the Ridder. Yes,
the Ridder
the Dutch Knight. The Dutch
When
Knight.
did the Ridder fought Whitaker a
3
couple
weeks
weeks
ago.
ago, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Ridder could.
The Ridder could. I just don't see the Ridder. I don't. The problem with Hamza, he's so good and his IQ for fighting is so high. He's just not go to. He's not going to stand with someone when he doesn't need to stand with them, and his wrestling's the best in the division. So, and he's so strong as well. If he wants to get you down, he's going to hold you down as well. That's what's so good about him. He's so strong on the floor. Like DDP's a strong guy. Yeah. And he's nowhere near as strong as Hamzat. And Hamzat's big for a middleweight as well. He could easily fight 205. So
Hamzat also spoke about his potential future at 170. Do you think there's a chance he could go back down to 170, collect a belt there, and then go up to 205?
He's too big now.
He says he could make the weight.
I don't know. Well, he came in underweight. He came in at like 183.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if he goes to welterweight, he gets beat.
I don't know. I guess it all depends on if he has like a good cut or not.
Yeah,
I think his game planning against Gilbert Burns, I think he learned a lot from that in terms of just swinging for the fences and just stuck to what he knew. The only thing that I want to see more on is when he's in those positions to try and get the finish.
I mean, barring this fight, he tried to get the finish against Usman, but Usman's obviously very difficult to finish. He finished Whitaker, finished Holland. He has been finishing people.
Yeah.
It's hard to finish people at the very, very top.
I don't know who Hamzat fights next. Look, the problem is the middleweight division's shit. So
I don't think it's shit.
Oh, I'm just excited at the moment.
There is a new crop of talent coming up, like Imanov, the Ridder, Hernandez.
They might be the new crop, but I think they're extremely average. I think they're very average fighters.
Jay, let me pivot to the former champion DDP. He's not going to get an immediate rematch. You can't sell an immediate rematch after that fight.
No,
I came out with a suggestion. I want to hear what your thoughts are. DDP versus Adesanya 2.
I'd give him Strickland for the third fight.
Would you? Oh, I don't want to see that again.
No, I want Izzy.
They're 1-0. They're 1-0, and I think
Strickland's banned for a little while still as well.
I think that get overturned. Strickland's owed a title fight to be finished. To fair, he never got his immediate rematch, so that's one way you could go about it. I actually think Strickland causes Hamzat the most problems as well.
Oh, I don't. I think Hamzat beats the crap out of him.
Because of his
Bilal Muhammad versus DDP, anyone? Because Bilal Muhammad was sticking his
Bilal
oar in.
Muhammad would get smoked.
Mm.
He's too small. DDP is so much bigger than Bilal Muhammad. He'd get smoked. And Bilal's someone who doesn't chase finishes and doesn't have a finishing record. Like, I think DDP just beats him up, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think there's many fights for Hamzat to have, to be fair. If I'm Hamzat, I'd just go 205 and dump the belt now.
Cheers. What are you saying, Luke?
There's no money. There's no money in the middleweight division.
You're probably right about that, because he's not going to get the Izzy fight. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to see Izzy in there with Hamzat.
To be honest, Jay, like, you don't, especially with this new deal coming in, like, you don't need to have money fights now. You don't need to sell a pay-per-view for pay-per-view points, because they're scrapping that.
True. That's very true. I just look at the middleweight division. I don't like any fighter really in the middleweight division.
But if Hamzat wants to fight at UFC's 321, him versus Derrida is the fight to make.
I'd give Hamzat the winner of Pereira and Thingy, personally. I want to see proper fights now. If we're getting this brand now where you don't have to sell pay-per-views, I want to see super.
I want to see
fights.
the best technical matchups.
I want to see the best fights, man. I want to see the best. Ankalaev versus Pereira would be a fight.
That's literally the next pay-per-view, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's like literally the next
Like,
pay-per-view.
Ankalaev beats Pereira, in my opinion, in the rematch, retains his title. And I think Ankalaev...
Hey, I think it's stacked.
Yeah. Ankalaev Hamzat would be a heck of a fight, you know. And I think that'd be a tricky one.
Yeah, that would be that for me. We'd really see what Hamzat's about in that fight.
Yeah, because I look at the middleweight division. I just think he goes through Derrida. I just think he goes through quite a lot of them as well. Like, I just don't know. Is it Fluffy? I think Fluffy's just not the right fight for him just yet. Hamzat waited too long in the middleweight division, if you ask me. He waited too long.
Yeah, well, he's just been so inactive over the last few years because really and truly he should have picked up the welterweight championship. And then he should have.
He's had visa issues, COVID. A9 Shavkat versus DDP is not happening, right?
Nah. I mean, Shavkat versus Hamzat was the dream fight at one stage at 170. If they both stay undefeated, Shavkat picks up the belt, then that could be a fun fight.
Shavkat's injured.
Whether Hamzat would go down to 170. I don't know if he would.
No, well, if you're coming from a lower division, you've got to keep going up. You shouldn't go back down.
He keeps on speaking about it, though, which is why I think he sees a genuine chance of being a 3-weight champion. And him and Pereira, in my opinion, are the only people with Tapora. Those are the three with a chance of doing it, depending on the matchups.
I don't see Hamzat beating anyone at 205.
I'd like to see Hamzat at 205. For example, him versus Yuri would be a fun fight.
He's way too undersized. You
think so?
Yeah.
He's quite long for a middleweight. You know, he's quite tall and he's quite long. But I don't think he's got enough muscle tone to go up to 205. That's the problem. And I think him getting heavier only limits his game as well. I think it's perfect at middleweight. I think he's a perfect middleweight.
Yeah.
Problem is,
because if he goes to light heavy, it screams of when Izzy went to light heavy. Like he won't get close to that 205 limit, and he'll look like a chubby middleweight.
And Izzy at the time was a perfect middleweight, wasn't he? You know, so same thing.
Fair enough. People, let us know in the comment section what you guys think. Jay, you might not like this next one. So just a warning. Eastern European fighters might just be dominating.
Yeah. Because they're all roided out their arse, aren't you?
Those are the views of Jamie.
That's why a certain country can't get in the Olympics.
All right, I'm going to share a screen here. And
I ain't joking, by the way. When you wrestle bears, of course your art is asked. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This could be your worst nightmare coming to fruition. And for you guys cussing me in the comments about the title, this is where I got it from. Home of Fight. Fighters from the Caucasus regions have been taking over the UFC in recent years. In 2025 alone, 3 new champions have been crowned. Hamzat, Ilya, and Ankalaev. These are the fighters and their combined records. 29-0 for Khabib, 27-1 for Islam Makhachev, 15-0 for Hamzat, 21-1-1 for Ankalaev. These are UFC records, by the way. 17-0 for Ilya, 20-4 for Marat.
They're career records.
Oh, sorry, they are career records, yeah. 18-1 for Umar, and 19-0 for Movsar Evloev. Are we going through a period now, guys? And look,
I love how they put Ilya in there, man.
Luke, no disrespect to you, but you are younger than me and Jay. You might not remember as much as we do in terms of this period.
Cheers.
It's a compliment, to be fair. But like Anderson Silva, GSP, Jones. Remember, Jay, there was that era where you just had champions and they were just dominant in their divisions and no one was beating them. Currently, we have Ilya Topuria. No, in fact, I'll go back further. We got Pantoja at 125.
Yeah.
Marab at 135. Volk back at 145.
I'll put a question mark
Ilya at
on
155. Say again, sorry?
I've got a question mark over Volk.
Fairs.
Whether or not he can have a long reign.
Makachev Ilya Topuria 155. Makachev is chasing 170. Hamzat just 185. Ankalaev at 205. Are we entering an era of dominant champions again? And if so, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, look, it is what it is. Yeah, most of these guys, though, it'll always be the case in MMA. If you're an exceptional wrestler, you'll go win titles.
Yeah,
it's always going to be the case in the North American MMA anyway. If you're an exceptional wrestler with a great wrestling background, you're probably going to go far in MMA. And if you look at most of them, they're all mostly exceptional wrestlers. And, you know, obviously the Russian wrestling is obviously at a different level to, you know, Eastern European wrestling's always been at a high level. You know, if you go back to the Olympic times, you know, in amateur wrestling, the Olympics, you look at the best of the best. I know Americans love to say they're the best of the best. They're not. If you actually look at the best wrestlers, freestyle wrestlers in Olympic times, a lot of them were Eastern European. A lot of them coming from that Eastern European bloc. They're just the best at it, in my opinion. So I think we're going back to a lot of wrestling here. You know, if you look at their strengths are wrestling. Ilya's strengths, you know, Ilya's is wrestling, but he's the best on his feet as well. He's the best all-round fighter in that block there for me. Some of them are shit as well. The thing is, a lot of their, like, Khabib's record is good. I actually think Khabib's the most overrated fighter there, in my opinion.
Jamie, Luke's disappeared.
I don't think Khabib. Who's on that top shelf again? There,
top tier, top shelf is a different type of thing, Jay.
Yeah,
it's you got Islam Makhachev, Khabib, Hamzat, and Ankalaev.
Right, I don't think Khabib beats any of them three guys.
You have all right, so
I think they're more I think they're more. I think them three guys are better all-round fighters than Khabib is.
Oh, I agree with that.
Yeah.
What I will say though, Khabib's such a weird one.
Retired too soon, so we don't know enough, do we?
Yeah,
that's a more evolved version of him, because I don't know whether or not you saw from Javier Mendez, like when Khabib only trained with him, so like he'd only his strike would only improve when he was with him. Like Islam, when he's not with Javier Mendez, he's training with other people as well. Yeah. So that's why his striking skills were sharpening up a lot quicker. So he's like a final form Khabib.
Yeah, I think Khabib's the best wrestler out of all four of them. But I think, look, honestly, I think Islam's the best overall fighter with Ilya out of them 8 guys right there. Personally.
Agree. And plus, we've had 2 of them fight each other already. Marab versus Umar.
Yeah, and Umar stinks.
I'm sorry, that was.
I mean, Umar's only losses to the person who's next to him. That's Marab.
Yeah, but how many fights in the big leagues has Umar had?
Yeah, no, Umar didn't deserve a title shot.
Yeah,
But back to the original question, though, guys. If I was to ask you, do you see anyone beating Pantoja? I'm guessing
he's the most complete champion in the UFC.
Oh, come on, you. Come here. Sorry,
I'm trying to think.
He arguably is the most complete fighter in MMA. In UFC, I say UFC, not MMA. In UFC, I don't see anyone ever beating him unless he can't be bothered.
I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm. But this is what I'm saying. I don't see anyone beating him at 125. I don't see Look, I really like Sanhagen, but I don't see him beating Merab. I don't see anyone beating Ilya at 155 for now. Sarukin's the only one, but Sarukin falls into this category here as well. Then I don't see anyone beating Makachev at 170. Actually, I think he's beatable. I think he's beatable at 170.
Yeah, he fought an average 170 and won the title, and people went crazy over it. JDM's not a great fighter. He's just JD. I've noticed this with MMA fighters a lot. I think it more UFC fighters than any other promotion. Yeah, a lot of people think a lot of these fighters are excellent because they stand there in the pocket and just bang.
Yeah,
and get a little bit lucky here and there. It's not actually that good. It's not actually that clever. Doesn't mean they're a great MMA fighter. That's why I do like Islam. I have to admit, because he's all-round game. He's a proper MMA fighter. No, people like JDM, they're just average, man. They're not good. They're not good. You know what I'm saying? I just think we're overrun at the moment in the UFC. That's why we're saying all these champions are unbeatable, because I don't think there's enough good fighters in the company to take these fighters on at the moment. I literally don't. Even back in the day when we had someone like Anderson Silva couldn't be beat, but there was quality fighters in that division that were all fighting each other. Yeah, and they were quality. Quite better in a lot of the fucking division now. We just have a lot of average fighters in the company right now, and people get gassed when someone stands inside the pocket and they just throw. We all get gassed because it's
like Max Holloway. He just goes,
we get excited about it, but in fact, in theory, they're not doing anything with skill there.
I hear that. I do think we're entering that domination period, though. It's going to be very unless these fighters fight them each other. I don't see people beating them.
Total domination, and they have to fight each other.
Yeah,
he's got Dana's going to have no choice. He's going to have no choice.
I don't think any of those fighters have the star power to do an a la John Jones or I'm not going to fight him.
Hamza actually does.
I don't think he does have that power.
He's on his way, but he's not there yet. Yeah, he's on his way.
I think he is. Apparently, all the metrics. If you look at all the metrics and stuff, Hamza.
But Hamza doesn't scream a fighter that he's gonna just reject opponents. He seems like most champions. Well, I'll take about 5 months off and then I'll see you in a bit. He's like, no, I'm ready to fight in 2 months' time.
No, but that's why I say that's why I think he becomes a superstar.
Yeah, as long as they don't let him do boxing when he's in his prime.
I think Ilya's a superstar. Merab's on his way to becoming a superstar.
I love Merab.
It's a shame. I hate to even say it. Pantoja is not going to be a superstar, which is it's so unfair, because the problem we've got with Pantoja is the average man will look at Pantoja and think, yeah, you're skilled, but I'd probably have a good chance against you. When we, in reality, know that Pantoja would kill most human beings walking the face of this earth if he wanted to. But that doesn't translate.
I have some breaking news.
Oh, go on.
Breaking news. Derrida will fight Anthony Hernandez in the main event of UFC Vancouver on October 18th.
Wow.
So if Hamza is wanting to fight at UFC 321, they're probably going to unban Sean Strickland.
I did tell everyone this. Who? I told you.
Israel Adesanya.
Who is the fucking matchmakers in UFC?
Is they the baby?
What?
Yep.
I did tell you. I said this about 10 minutes ago, man.
Strickland's coming off a loss. Izzy's coming off 3 losses.
I did tell you. I did say.
Hernandez and Derrida have got winning streaks at the moment.
It's
Kevin
because
Holland will fight
Strickland
Mike
is
Malott at
owed.
UFC Vancouver. Yeah.
Strickland is owed a title fight. He never got his immediate rematch.
No, but he still got the rematch though, Jay.
He never got it. They didn't give it to him. They bypassed him, didn't they?
No, originally they did, but then he got it and then he lost.
Yeah, but they're 1-0, ain't they? So this is what I'm saying. Like, I told you, man.
I'm just checking there's
If this is true, it's crazy because
it's true.
It tells you everything about UFC that you need to know, man. They haven't got a clue.
What is going on?
That's why I threw that. That's why I threw that comment out there, man. Who wants to see Anthony Hernandez, the Ridder? I don't.
I do. It's a quality fight, but
No, it's
like,
a good fight, but one of them two should be fighting for the belt. It should be the Ridder fighting for the belt, really.
Yeah,
if you're gonna have a
especially if
turnaround that quick.
wanted the long turnaround. If not, then okay, then he.
And it's on a fight night, guys. It's on a fight night.
It's a fight night main event, mate.
It's a fight night main event that has nothing to do with pay-per-view, so it won't count against getting a title shot.
So hold on. Sorry to cut you, Jay. So this will be when, Luke? October
18th.
That is a week before UFC 321. Oh my goodness me. Hamzat's begging to be on that card. Do you know who else they're screwing over by not putting Hamzat on that card? Tom Aspinall again.
Because they're not stacking the card for him.
Oh my goodness. How is this happening?
So there's more. Marlon Vera versus Zahabi, aka Ariel Helwani. Kevin Holland versus Mike Malott. And Manon Fiorot versus Jasmine Jasudavicius on that card as well. So mid, and quality. I love the main event. Love it.
Guys, you could have done Hamzat versus the Ridder as the co-main event for UFC 321.
I found what the current
you could build two stars at the same time. Tom's already on his way to being a star. You put him on the card with Hamzat, who's already got eyes on him, and then boom. If Tom goes out there and destroys Cyril Gane, you've got another star on your hands. Guess what? We stopped speaking about John Jones completely because you've got Tom Aspinall. You can go in the press conference and say, you know what, I think Tom Aspinall would have smoked John Jones based on that performance.
I told you, look, guys.
Would you like to know who's the co-main event for UFC 321 as things stand?
Jason Almeida
Volkov versus Jailton Almeida is the co-main event.
Come on, man.
I told you guys. I've been saying it for ages now. They want John Jones versus Aspinall. That's why they gave him Cyril Gane, right? Cyril Gane is the metric test because he fought John Jones last year. Doesn't matter what Tom says. If Tom beats Cyril Gane, his next fight will be against John Jones.
But Dana's been shutting down rumors of him. No, to be fair, Dana's been shutting down rumors of him fighting at the White House.
Yeah. They want that fight, man.
And then John Jones just gives you like an AI reply.
Yeah. They want that fight. They want that fight. It will happen. I've told everyone last year, I've told everyone this year, it was impossible to make that fight when John was champion. That's the reason they made him relinquish the title. That's why, if you actually look into it, that's why Dana White didn't do a press conference about John retiring. He just brought it up because a question was asked, because it's all been the plan and Tom's the fodder. As soon as he beats Cyril Gane, they will fight. John Jones will fight because he's the challenger. It doesn't matter if John loses if he's the challenger. It does matter to him if he loses if he's the champion. That's why that fight will be. I told everyone them fights will be easy to make once Tom's the champ. And now we've got Hamzat as the champ, and they're trying to get Strickland in there with Hamzat, and the Ridder ain't getting a title shot. It's pay-per-view in a TV show. Let that sink in, guys. Let that all sink in, guys. Let it all sink in. UFC is a joke. It's the worst run company apart from Newcastle in the world, man. Who's their matchmaker? Surely it ain't just Dana.
No, it's Hunter and stuff like that. Well, when they bigging up Hunter Campbell like a while ago for going out to, which fight was he going out to meet? Islam, and then just like bending over to Ali Abdelaziz.
Yeah, I don't get that
Like
guy
straight off the bat.
Like, I want to know this as well. So they're co-promoting the Canelo fight on Netflix, yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
Right. Here's what I want to know: why didn't UFC put an afternoon show on before that fight and link it into it?
Yeah.
So UFC put an afternoon show on, like afternoonish time, early evening, yeah. Afternoon, early evening, yeah. They put a UFC show on, maybe a fight night or something like that. That links into the Crawford Canelo fight. If they're proper business people, why haven't they done that? Company disgusts me, man. Company disgusts me. Done with it, man. I'm done with UFC. It's a shithole. It's a shit show. Dana's wife should have just got him arrested after that slap, man. It would have been all good, man.
I'm livid, man. I'm livid.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, so am I. So am I.
I don't know why the Ridder's. By the way, why's the Ridder taking the fight? Tells me everything I need to know about him as well.
I'd be like, title shot, please.
Tells me everything I need to know about him as well.
Hey, yeah, don't
that versus Strickland. They're literally just making fights that. Do you know what they're doing? They're trying to there's no long-term planning here at all.
Well, Strickland called Hamza out, didn't he, after the fight?
Loads of people did.
Yeah, but Strickland called him out, and UFC have gone on to that and thought, right, there's the fight. Because I think UFC are looking at it as well and thinking, we can't just give Hamza. Here's what I think UFC. I'm going to give UFC a benefit of the doubt here, because it just crossed my mind, yeah? UFC might be thinking here, we can't just give him the Ridder straight away and he gets killed. And then we've lost our main challenger in this division and the Ridder's gone. That's giving him someone like Strickland, someone like that. Give the Ridder another fight with someone exciting, have a stand-up war. We keep pushing him as the next big thing, knowing that Strickland's going to get destroyed. Dana gets some privilege out of that as well. And then you're still boosting the Ridder up on the side. Because if you give the Ridder him straight away and he gets destroyed, what have you got? Maybe I'll give him a benefit of that. Maybe they're thinking that. Or maybe they just think, maybe they're not, and they're just going this way.
You're giving them too much credit, I think, Joe.
Yeah.
I don't know. People in the comments, let us know what you think, guys. Do you think this is good matchmaking? The Ridder versus Anthony Hernandez a week before UFC 321, something that Hamzat said he wants, a card that Hamzat said he wants to fight on. Let me know, guys. Let me know. And if that's the case,
fighting on that card.
All right, I'm going to throw a curveball here. Could Usman get the title shot potentially?
No.
Yeah,
I think if you go, I like Usman, yeah. But if you're going to choose between Usman and Strickland right now, I think you're probably going to go more on the Strickland side of things. But
Usman just won. He just won his last fight, and he had a close fight with Hamza.
Yeah,
notice.
Was that
and he's a bigger name?
That was at 170, wasn't it?
No, it's 185.
It was 185. I am shocked they haven't done Usman again. You could easily do, if you don't want to do the Strickland fight, do Usman and Hamzat too. Because you're looking at it and go, this is the only guy. Usman is the only guy. And you could do that while you're building Ridder up still, having these fights. You're building Ridder up in the background, and then you're promoting Usman through the roof. You're going, this is the only guy. This is the only guy in the middleweight division that can out wrestle Hamzat. And you can really build it up. Yeah, and you really build it up, yeah? But no, they'd rather not do that. Why promote, man? What? Why promote? Just throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. That's what they're doing.
That's a killer, man.
Why promote?
That's a killer. Speaking of schedules, UFC have another fight night this weekend. It is UFC Fight Night 257. There's a couple of decent fights on there, such as Pavlovich versus Cortez Acosta, which could be a very interesting fight for the heavyweight division. But the fight I want to speak about, guys, is Brian Ortega versus Aljamain Sterling. Now,
Who?
Lerone Murphy did absolutely brilliant, and he looks as though he'll be the next in line. Do you think? All right, so hear me out. Silva versus Diego Lopez. The winner of that fight fights the winner of Aljamain Sterling and Brian Ortega, and then the winner of that fight gets a title shot. What are we saying?
Yeah, but you're missing one.
I know who you're going to say.
You're missing two fighters in this equation.
Well, Evloev.
You're missing
Lerone gets the next title shot. Why that's all working itself out? Lerone gets title shot in December.
Yeah, you are missing two other fighters to add into this equation. Moza Evloev, if I can get his name out, and Yair Rodriguez. You're missing his name out in this
conversation.
In this mess, because I think Lerone Murphy definitely punched his ticket on Saturday night to get the title shot. When Volk's saying, "I'll see you in December," and Dana goes, "Yeah, I love it." You know it's done. You know it's done. You know it's done. Dana says he loves it. You know it's pretty much going to be done. Unless Aljamain Sterling pulls out an absolute mega performance in China against Brian Ortega, which I doubt it because that fight's going to suck. Going to bore. Forgot the last time Brian Ortega won a fight, to be fair. It's a tricky one.
I'd be honest. I don't think Evloev or Yair can demand a title shot right now.
Do you know
in fact, they probably should fight each other. That's what actually should happen.
Do you know? I don't care. I really don't care. I just don't care now. I really don't, because nothing's going to happen. You know, they're going to make sure we don't get any super fights, any good fights. They just want dull fights. They want dull pay-per-views. They want to bore you. Just give me Amanda. Give me Amanda Nunes and
Kayla.
Give me Amanda Nunes and Hamzat. Just do something different. Do something out the park, yeah. That would sell tickets, man.
Yeah, for all the wrong reasons, Jay. Here's the thing. Do you think UFC are doing this whole we're just gonna put on fights just for the sake of it, just to run out this deal, and then when the Paramount deal starts, then we'll start acting proper again?
I don't know, man, because we've been saying this for how long?
I know.
I've been doing this for you guys like 2 years now. When we're like, I think we've been saying it since, ain't we? Like, where's the story?
There isn't one.
Where's the stories?
Yeah, and they're partnering up with WWE, but the production's still shit. The storylines are still shit, and these fighters that we are supposed to like have like an image of, like they're supposed to be warriors, ready to sort of die in the octagon, leave everything on the line, and they're doing weird shit on social media, doing the little streams and like the Arman Sarukian, Nina Drama with Alex Pereira. Like, what's happening to the fight? Where are the real men?
There ain't any. There ain't any. They're all fannies now.
They're all pussies.
I don't know what's happened. I really don't know. It's just so bad. Everything's. There's no promotion. There's no stories. You got Canelo versus Crawford coming up. Yeah, look at the story. Look at the story behind that.
It's with her tits.
Yeah, I mean, she's got to do something, ain't she? No one wants to touch it. But look, you got Canelo and Alvarez, yeah, going at it, right? Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford going at it. Look at the story there. The two greatest of their generation. Who's going to be number one? Who's going to be the best? The biggest fight in boxing in the last 2 decades. There's the story. Everyone wants to watch it, yeah? What story is in UFC that gets you off your seat and goes, I literally have to watch that live. I can't even watch it tomorrow because I don't want to hear the result.
Exactly.
The pool says it all, don't it?
It does.
The pool says it all. I'm looking forward to, like, because we're fight fans, we look forward to stuff, but I'm looking forward to Ankalaev and Pereira because I want to see what Pereira's like after losing his title and see if he's still got the hunger. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that fight. But have they promoted that fight? Have you seen anything about that fight?
I've seen Alex Pereira doing stuff with Nina Drama. That's what I've seen.
I've not seen, like, UFC could go. You know, UFC could go. You know, UFC could go and get Pereira and go do a sit down interview. Like, get someone from UFC who's good at interviewing. I know that's difficult because they're all shit, but get someone from UFC who's good at interviewing. Yeah, do a sit down interview of Pereira, right? Just one-on-one, right? And talk about how he feels going into this fight after losing your title, and now you're the challenger. You've been the hunted for so long, and now you're the hunter. What's it feel like? How does it feel like for you? Do a sit-down interviews, one-on-one stuff, around table shit. Do anything that gets me excited, man. I need to get bit by a fucking Brazilian wandering spider to just get my dick hard for these shots. Do you know what I mean? Just because there's nothing going on. Nothing going on, man. Nothing. It is the most flaccid company in the history of fighting.
Cal, someone's not happy with you.
Donna Sam's not happy. Because you literally did a show and then this thing came out.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Donna Sam says, why did you have to talk? Done. I'm still confident it happens.
Hey, big up Mike in the chat as well. Imanov has the best chance of beating Hamzat. Yes, he does.
No, not for me. I don't think Imanov has a chance in hell.
Yeah, Dagestani wrestling in him.
Guys, I've just found something. FSG statement on Felipe Coutinho. We wish to offer our clarity regarding the position of possible transfer of Felipe Coutinho. The club's definitive stature on no offer to Coutinho will be considered and will remain a member of the Liverpool Football Club when the window closes. And what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened?
No, that was the summer, though, to be fair.
It was the summer, but what happened in January?
That statement is very different to the Newcastle one, though.
It is.
Basic. Okay, so Dana got an explanation over Derrida versus Anthony Hernandez. Dana White says the challenger for Hamzat's title could be either the winner of RDR versus Fluffy or Imanov versus Bahalio.
No.
We'll see how this whole thing plays out, and we're going to end up with a middleweight challenger for Hamzat Chimaev's title. These fights have massive implications. What?
So what that tells me, he hasn't got a clue who's the next challenger.
So you're basically going to log jam the division then?
Yeah, so Hamzat's not fighting for a year.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Unless you get someone short notice in who doesn't deserve the fight.
Because Derrida's just going to fight two very close fights back to back, yeah? If he wins his fight, his third fight probably won't be till the end of the year. And then his title fight will be next year, won't it?
Yeah. Well, Mike Hamzat has teamed up with someone that used to be with TJ Dillashaw, the CEO of CPO. So maybe that's a factor. Obviously, allegedly, of course.
So what Dana's saying, we've got a mini tournament, and these four fighters, the two are facing each other. The winner from them two fights, then fights the winners of them fights, and then the winner gets a title shot. So
basically,
that means
he's trying to do what Bellator's doing, which is sort of has its benefits, the tournament format, but only when they're fighting regularly, not when there's going to be massive gaps.
So we're getting. So that means Hamzat ain't going to fight for at least a year in. Because he's saying the challenger for his title is coming from one of these four fighters.
RDR should fight Drickus. Not if Hamzat wanted to fight at UFC 321, Mike. I would have had Derrida versus Hamzat.
You should have just been... If Hamzat wants to fight 321, if your champion comes out and says, I'm fine, no injuries, I want to fight 321, you find him an opponent. If you've got someone like Derrida who's just had a fight with Whittaker, if from what I've heard has no injuries and has just beaten Robert Whittaker, that's the fight to make. That's the fight to make. Sam, Sam, just chill, bro. It will be all right.
Why are you not a modder?
I'll make you a mod now, Hassan.
All have to say is wait until the end of the window, because if he doesn't arrive, then
Yeah, don't try and like shut my channel down, you know, Sam.
the level of disrespect.
So yeah, we're getting a mini tournament. Who's the 4 fighters again, Luke?
4 fights for basically Fluffy Hernandez versus Derrida,
Yeah.
and Imanov versus Brahalia.
So let's say Imanov and Derrida win their fights, yeah. Then they will fight next. So you'd say that's got to be towards the end of the year because, you know, September, October, November. Yeah, it's got to be around December time. They might fight that, yeah. Then the winner of that, what Dana's saying, the winner of that fight then will be the challenger to Hamza, yeah. So that means Hamza's not fighting again until 2026. Is that right, guys? Am I wrong there? Is that
No,
Nah,
you are.
nah,
I just hope you're wrong.
Well, I hope you're wrong, but I think you're right.
Why would you kick? Like, we haven't seen Hamzat fight since when was it? Usman? No, Whitaker, which wasn't that long ago, to be fair. But he wants to be active. Why would you stop a star being active?
Because I do think Dana has PTSD of McGregor, of a star that they built, and he got so big that they just could not control him anymore. I think that's why sometimes when you think, because either with the UFC, they put the rocket on you too early, where it's obvious that they're not ready for it, or they leave it so long, but by the time they put the rocket on you, everyone's like, nah, can't be asked for this, man. Should have had it long ago.
You made skits of the mod.
No, I meant to make skits of mod. I've also made a sound.
Oh, right. There you go.
Skits is always in the.
Yeah, big up skits. I think they're just feeding Strickland to Hamzat. Unless that's Hamzat fight in between. Unless Hamzat does fight in 2026 and they just give him Strickland as that title fight while they're waiting for their real challenger.
It's either feeding Strickland or feeding Adesanya. I don't think Adesanya's. I think he's done.
I'll be honest. As a Adesanya fan, I don't want to see him in there. He can't get a title shot. He can't. He's 3-5 losing.
Yeah, Strickland's still suspended, but we know the UFC. Colby dropped a freaking lawsuit because he got a title shot. So if the UFC wanted to put him in, then they would have unsuspended him. But they will unsuspend him quickly.
Well, he's suspended by the Nevada Athletic Commission.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure if the UFC twisted their arm because
if they don't fight in Nevada, they can fight,
or they fight in the UAE, that ain't gonna matter.
Or they don't fight in Nevada and he fights anyway. He's only suspended in Nevada, I think. Yeah. If he fights in New York, it's a New York Athletic Commission, ain't it? Or something like that. It'd be totally different. That's the only way Hamzat fights this year. Otherwise, he don't fight at 2026. Dana White has just log jammed the middleweight division with no progress
for no reason.
Or he could have simply gone, you know what, Derrida is your next challenger. Simple as that.
You could have given Fluffy, Strickland, Izzy.
I would have gave Fluffy. I would have gave Izzy and Fluffy would have been the fight. Give Derrida the title fight against Thingy. If Fluffy then beats Izzy, Fluffy fights the winner of that title fight, and then you keep it moving. It's simple. It's so simple.
It is. I don't know why they've complicated things so much.
It's completely log jammed it. We probably won't see a middleweight fight now till 2026. Title fight till 2026, and around April time as well. Because these two guys, the way Luke said it and the way it sounds like to me, maybe I'm just wrong here, but it sounds like to me, Dana said one of these 4 guys will be the next challenger, yeah?
Yeah, basically, whoever gets the best win will get the title shot.
So are they going to go whoever gets the best win, or have they got to fight each other after their fights?
Whoever gets the best win.
The other winner? This ain't playground fighting.
This is what I'm saying. So the other winner basically has to just wait around.
It's not. What are we doing? Like, oh, he's bet my dad can beat your dad. Shit.
Makes
Like,
sense.
what are we doing here? This ain't promoting fights. Yeah, they need other titles in this division or something, man.
I don't know. Look, people, we are going to wrap things up here. It's been a crazy show. I'm not going to lie. Like, it really has been a crazy one. Shout out to each and every one of you guys in the chat. Special shout out to Mike and Hassam. Obviously, go and check out their channels. Go subscribe to the work they're doing fantastic stuff. Make sure you subscribe to Jamie's channel and Luke's channels as well, guys. Obviously, they're both amazing, as you can see here. Guys, I don't know what to say. Newcastle. Sorry, Isak was going to be a Liverpool player. Now, apparently, he's not going to be a Liverpool player. The middleweight division was sorting itself out. Now it's a logjam again. I don't know. People, if you haven't already, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Until we see you again. Thanks for all for watching and listening. Take care, people.
Peace.